How compound interest affects your finances. Compound interest is a very straightforward concept, but understanding its applications can be tricky for many people, especially in the financial sector. So in this video, we will talk about how compound interest affects a person's finance. Let's begin. Applications of compound interest in the financial sector. So in a gist, it would be called compound interest when the interest you get on the balance is an investment or saving account, and that interest is then reinvested, which yield all the more interest. This can be best described as the situations where your idle money makes you money and that money makes you all the more money. So compound interest in a way speeds up your investments and savings. One thing important in compounding is that it happens over time, making compound interest work in your favor. If one attempts to compare investing with a simple interest to compound interest, one can clearly see the stark difference between the two. One does not require a huge sum to start. With their compounding process, it can be done in a small amount as well, as long as the contributions is made regularly. Here is a simple example of how compounding helps. If you save 5 rupees a month and get 5% interest compounded monthly for 10 years, you will have 600 rupees in your account, but it will be worth 776 rupees. It would be worth 1,500 rupees after 15 years, even if you didn't add a single rupee. Time here is a very important component for a successful financial strategy, particularly in a scenario where you are to collect money through interest. So compounding an interest sure does require math, but the concept is quite simple. So once the trick of maximizing the benefit of compound interest is learned and understood, that will lead you to make smart investment, and you will also have a better hold over your future financially. Tips to enhance the compounding effect. Pay off your debts quickly when you borrow money, whether through credit cards, student loans, or other means. Compound interest tends to not work in your favor. So to avoid that, make sure you pay off your debts faster because it will lead to less owing of money in the long run. Compare the annual percentage yield. The annual percentage yield, or APY, is a better indicator of how much interest you will earn or pay than the annual percentage rate. This is because while the annual percentage yield is a simple interest rate, the annual percentage yield is a compounded rate. Keep a tab of the compounding rate. The higher the frequency with which an account compounds the interest, the more money you'll make. And on the contrary, the lesser the frequency of interest, the more money you will owe. Your savings item should compound as frequently as feasible, while your debt should compound as less frequently as possible.